Look around you, my friend. Men today have become shadows of themselves. There are no longer those who could be examples of strength, confidence, and will. Most settle for less than they deserve, tolerate more than they should, and break where they could have triumphed. We live in an era of weak men and strong women, and you know it. You see how the rules have changed. Men have become prisoners of their fear of loss, rejection, and of not pleasing women. They lose their identity, forget their goals and desires, because they place women on a pedestal. This makes them weak, comfortable, and no matter how hard they try, they cannot stop this process because they don't know how to regain their strength. In this new world, there are only two paths: to continue being convenient, allowing yourself to be manipulated and losing everything, or to stand up and reclaim your strength. The choice is yours, my friend. And if you are ready for change, subscribe to this channel. Men need the knowledge that will bring them back to themselves, and I will give it to you. But let's start from the very beginning. Why does she choose the weak when she dreams of the strong? This is a question that bothers many men, because not all can understand what is really happening in relationships. Hypergamy and convenience. It all begins with her nature. Hypergamy is the female algorithm for choice. She instinctively seeks the best, the strongest, the one who will give her security, comfort, and a future. But in the modern world, hypergamy has mutated. Now she looks for not just the strong, but the convenient. A man who can combine confidence with the ability to submit to her desires. A strong man is inconvenient for a woman. He won't bend to her every wish. He won't adapt to her moods. He is independent. And women don't always like that, because they are used to a man who will play by her rules. But still, deep down, she is searching for someone who stands on equal footing with her, not someone who will bend to her every whim. It sounds strange, right? She wants two things at once, and they contradict each other. The strong man is inconvenient. He is unyielding. He won't bend to her demands. And the weak man gives her control, but quickly loses her respect. And this is where the paradox begins. Because of this paradox, many men become victims of manipulation. At first, the woman is drawn to strong men, but over time, she starts looking for someone who will be convenient, someone who won't bring her tension and emotions, but eventually this leads her to disappointment. Care and agreement, a dangerous trap. Do you think being kind and caring is enough to keep a woman? That's the mistake that breaks the lives of millions of men. A weak man is one who agrees to everything, who is afraid of conflict, who sacrifices his own interests for her peace of mind. He may seem perfect in her eyes, because he's always there, always attentive, ready to compromise. But this creates an illusion of stability, which gradually starts losing its appeal. The woman no longer sees him as a partner, but more as a subordinate who will endure anything for her attention. And once she begins to lose respect for him, she can no longer see him as a man. At first, she likes it. She thinks you are caring, understanding. But the more you agree, the more you bend, the faster she loses interest in you. She won't tell you this directly. No, she will smile, accept your care, but deep down, she is already dreaming of someone else. Of someone who won't look at her with pleading eyes. Someone who won't grovel for her attention. Weakness becomes the precursor to her loss of interest. In the end, she simply stops valuing what the weak man does for her because every day his presence becomes less significant. Strength and challenge. What attracts women? Weakness is a slow poison for any relationship. A woman may stay with you, but respect, that's the first thing to go. And without respect, love is dead. A strong man, my friend, is a challenge. He won't change for her. He knows what he wants and lives by his own rules. He doesn't fear losing a woman because his strength comes from within. A woman, despite her expectations, is always drawn to someone who doesn't try to please her, but instead follows his own path. This isn't always comfortable, but it's honest and attractive. A woman may get angry at him, may argue, may even try to manipulate him, but deep down, she respects him. She understands that with him, she feels like a real woman, and that respect is what makes a strong man rare and desirable. Often, a woman will seek a man who doesn't bend, doesn't give in to her demands, because this gives her a sense of security and confidence in herself. She understands that with him, she won't only feel like a woman, but she will also learn to become better. Transformation from weakness to strength. Do you want to be that way? Then subscribe to this channel. Here we talk about how to reclaim your strength, how not to be a victim of manipulation, and how to be a man who is respected. Men have become too weak. This isn't just about physical strength or finances. It's about the ability to make decisions, to not depend on the opinions of others, to live by your own laws. When you become strong, the world changes. Women begin to respect you, other men start noticing you, but most importantly, you begin to respect yourself. But let's return to the paradox. A woman always dreams of the strong, but chooses the weak. Why? Because the weak one is convenient. She doesn't have to fight for his attention. She doesn't have to try to win him over. But this comfort comes at too high a cost. The weak man becomes like furniture to her. He's around, he's useful, but he no longer stirs any emotions. She stays with him for stability, but yearns for the strong one, the one who could challenge her. And this is a tragedy for both sides. The path to strength. Now, my friend, I want you to understand one thing. You can choose a different path. Being strong isn't about physical strength or money. It's about inner fortitude, the ability to say no, the ability to live for yourself, not for other people's expectations. Strength isn't something a woman gives you. It's something you create yourself. And when you become strong, the world changes. The woman who once looked down on you starts respecting you. Those who ignored you start noticing you. But most importantly, you begin to respect yourself. It's not an easy path, but it's worth it. And if you're ready to begin, start right now. Get off the couch, stop feeling sorry for yourself, and tell yourself, I choose to be strong. Remember, the weak man is convenient, but the strong man is never forgotten.